Those of you who know already know.
Yo, 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 I'm about to blow. That song I just dropped is on the radio. They played it on that Smash and Trash. Here we go. Quit my job, cause they gon' love my flow.
All right, so girlfriend made, what do you call this? The best breakfast bowl you ever made? The trick is to like break the yolk to get that whites, potato, avocado, tomato.
Asparagus.
Oh yeah, and asparagus. Just kidding, I like asparagus. Look at that bite. Ambitious, I know. Oh my God, dude.
Right?
So as you guys know, put out a lot of food content on the internet with Number 6 with Cheese, with my Twitter, Instagram. I love cooking. I love making something from scratch and then like capturing it. Because when you eat a meal, you have that experience. When you're at home, you kind of like make something awesome and you forget about it. By like being able to capture it with photo and video and share it with people who all love food, it kind of keeps the conversation going, it keeps the meal going. And I really, really enjoy that. So today what I thought I would do, instead of like showing you everything that goes on a day, I want to like put up some other people and some people that are way bigger than anything I'm doing. I think actually they all are way bigger than what I'm doing. I wanted to give you guys 5 different food accounts, channels, shows, things that I watch, creators who are still putting stuff out consistently during all this quarantine, all these stay-at-home, shelter-in-place, for you guys to go subscribe or follow them or go watch it and kind of check out some of the masters of this world, some people that throw stuff together and just engage an audience. It's so tough to be like a good host, to put stuff out, to create your own thing, to have a team. So today, 5 accounts, I'm just gonna call them accounts, that you should follow in April 2020. This is so good. I'm gonna finish this first and then we'll get to the list. Yeah, you get it. I mean, this is just a poofy mess. And I put a button-up shirt on just for you guys. During all this craziness, the restaurant scene is getting hit very, very hard. I'm very indirectly connected to those people in that world, but anything you can do to kind of put people up, I think, is great right now. We just finally did takeout at a restaurant, a local place here in Chicago, Johnny's, for euros. I would have paid double. Maybe I should have just left like a $30 tip. And creators fall into that too, and if we can combine the food and the creators into one thing, they're all linked below. So here are 5 accounts you need to watch, follow, become obsessed with in April 2020. Number 1, Bon Appetit Magazine's YouTube channel. One of the best corners of the internet. Big fan of the magazine itself. They're a monthly culinary magazine owned by Condé Nast, headquartered in One World Trade in New York City. Right now, the entire staff is home because of the shelter in place in New York, and they're in their quarantined kitchens, if you will. So a lot of them have setups like close to New York City, like in Brooklyn, where some people left and went to Dallas to hang out with their parents, but everybody is still creating in a kitchen. For me, it's so cool to see them still churning out content and not letting all of this affect the end goal. They did a great job though. They have a lot of their editors that are still putting out stuff from before, like the reserved things, like in the test kitchen in New York. But my favorite has been watching each person, and their staff is just the personality explosion of human beings.
When it comes to coffee, is drinking it out of a mug that you like. And that's, for me, like a novelty mug. Something you'd buy at a souvenir shop or the airport or whatever.
My director informs me that Delaney said something about the best mug being like a shitty novelty mug with something stupid on it.
And the first video was all of them making their morning coffee, whether it's really, really well done pour over, to huge pots of coffee, to chai tea, all that stuff. If you want to see people making the most of what's in front of them right now, Bon Appetit's YouTube channel. Mwah.
Hopefully, you know, I'm a real 3/4 glass half full kind of guy. That makes no sense. Jesus Christ.
Their February edition, I think we made every single recipe out of this edition. Allie got a subscription for her brother in the Bay Area, and so they each make the recipes and then compare and talk about it. It's really cool. It's just a fun way to check in with somebody who's 3,000 miles away. Bon Appetit, killing it. Account number 2, an Instagram account, King Schratz. Probably my favorite account to follow online. He does 1 meal a day. He's one of those OMAD dudes.
Quarantine meals, day 2. Sausage and peppers parm. It's actually spicy marinara sauce, not that it matters. And that's melted ricotta cheese. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner of champions. Ooh. Hot. Damn. Now the slurp. No.
So he lost 75 pounds over the course of the last few years, eating all of his calories in like a 20 to 30 minute window of the day. He's a fitness instructor and personal training guru, but I saw a hashtag at one point, I clicked on it and I found him, and every single night he does a little 60-second snippet of the humongous meal he had the night before. He's got sushi Sundays, sometimes he'll polish a whole pizza off, and a lot of the times he freestyle cooks, makes his own health rice, as he calls it, and puts it all together on this platter, sits in the same spot, eats it. Just such a genuine, super funny, just relatable dude. He's out of Jersey, love King Shrats, comment on all his stuff, try to share his stuff with people. If you're somebody who loves food content and loves individual creators, King Shrats.
But that's a nice switch up. I like that. Not bad since I made it. Why are you always falling, man?
Number 3, season 2 of Ugly Delicious. You got a Netflix login, right? David Chang. In my opinion, the best host on television. He's the founder of Momofuku Restaurant Group in New York City and casually boasts 2-star Michelin rating. The guy's a badass. But where he really shines is his personality and his lengthy list of celebrity friends that you'll see on all of his shows. He knows his stuff, but my favorite thing about him is that he doesn't button up for the camera at all. Guy is raw, and he shows it.
At the end of the day, it's blue collar labor.
In Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner, his other awesome show on Netflix, you can see him smoking weed with Seth Rogen all day and eating all day in Vancouver.
My God, your pot is strong. It is insane.
This is like what, not a ball sack, what I imagine is inside the sack.
The testes.
I think that episode was probably my favorite hour of TV in a long time. But Ugly Delicious, the season that just came out, is a cinematic gem and surveys different culture spins on popular dishes, as we all know and love. I like to throw these episodes on while I'm cooking dinner. It's just joyous. It's joyous. Content should be joyous. Why is that word only really used in December? Number 4 is Time Out Chicago, and specifically their 39 best restaurants for delivery and takeout in Chicago. Look, in Chicago, we're all staying home. But if you can find those little ways to support local business, because months and months of this, a lot of your favorite spots ain't gonna exist if you don't start shelling out some love. This one specifically was bylined by one of my favorite people on planet Earth, Morgan Olson. I used to work with her at the Chicago Tribune, but now she's casually the global food and drink lead for all of Time Out. And honestly, Time Out's website is overall just such a solid bookmark because it's dedicated to what makes Chicago's food scene the best in the game. And honestly, I don't mean to brag about her too much, but I do have Google notifications turned on every time Morgan Olson posts a byline, so big fan.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. And finally, the 5th account on this list, Chef Iron Mike. Specifically, in this case, his Facebook page. He's a chef who graduated from the freaking Culinary Institute of America in New York at the age of 26 and has never looked back. From line cook to executive chef to opening and owning his own restaurant. But here's my favorite part of it all. In 2017, he sold his restaurant and started making the best hot sauces in the game today. And the recipes literally come out of his home kitchen. After I researched this guy and learned about his grit and his hard work, Corey and I reached out to him about making a hot sauce, and look, we made newborns together, the 3 of us. You ever seen 3 people make 2 people? Well, there's a lot of these, like thousands of bottles. We made thousands of, we're kind of like that show that's gonna get canceled with Emily Osment and that one guy.
I stacked the deck.
But that's not why I'm mentioning him at all right now. He's been posting daily cooking videos on his public Facebook page each night, casually adding videographer and editor to his resume. Hey man, stop being so talented, you jackass, said with love. So if you want to learn how to roll your own sushi, make street corn on a skirt steak, or turn an actual coconut into crispy rice, slam the like button like a madman. Mike, you're a G, dude. So that's my list of 5 food-related accounts that you need to obsess over. In all honesty, I feel like it's a good mix of everything. It's like some small creators, some big people, but everybody's still making, you know? Oh, also, don't forget to exercise every once in a while, because we've been cooking and eating for 18 hours of each day, and kind of forced me to grab a couple of Malort bottles and use them as dumbbells yesterday. Gonna vomit. All of these accounts are linked below. Hope you guys check them out. These are ones that I seriously watch every day. If you're curious, like, what does Sean watch? What kind of food stuff? These are the 5 things that I obsess over. I've said that word way too many times. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for a brand new video. 30 videos in 30 days. Laptop, shut, hit camera. Thanks for watching.
You can have it all. Ego made a record now. I'm the king. Everybody in the game bow to me.
I didn't forget. This is trumpet guy last night. Here, I'll make it bigger for you.
Half a cup of oatmeal with a half a cup of blueberries and a full scoop of snickerdoodle protein powder. And then we have 2 slices of low sodium Ezekiel bread. Condiments of choice are Frank's Extra Hot and Heinz tomato ketchup, no sugar.
That was my brother's Snapchat to me. Can you tell we're a food family? Jesus.